Well. We're back.
The Spectrum video is my highest viewed video on my channel, with a stunning 1.1k views. And well, I just thought to myself, well, what's changed since I made that video? As it turns out, not fucking much. Lads, packing. It's a big list. Fuck's sake. Hulk, Gossie, Xyrox, Miro, Michael, Pink, even my Mehosh. And they are all the people I know of. They are the only people I know of. They are the only people I know that have been scammed, and I know there's been more. There has to be more people that Sishay owns. What are you doing, Sishay? What's the plan, bitch? So somewhere on my screen here. Oh, well, you know, actually, right. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I'm a good editor. Right, so here, yeah, and the other figures, put it together, total sum, that is what he owes. The kid's fucking 13, 14. The guy just needs a fucking, like, a bailiff to knock on his door. See, what I'm going to do now is, this is something I don't particularly want to boast about, and it's not that I'm going to throw at anyone and everyone, but I'm being very specific about how I word this. If the parents or specific adults or guardians of the players in question who have been scammed, or of the designers, managers, if they want to get in touch with me, I do have contact details for Natalie, the mother, I believe. I do believe I have contact details, and I will disclose them only to the parents of a party who are trying to seek remuneration. Now, Spectrum did release a message towards their community, although it stank of piss, but they did make it to it longer. You know, one of those. Okay, let me iterate this. One of the most professional things an organization can do is release a tweet longer. I mean it. It's very professional. Keep releasing tweet longers. Don't make actual statements. Don't make a graphic for a statement that's really important. Make a tweet longer. It's better. But no, we'll drag you here into the tweet longer of the Spectrum staff. So, if you couldn't okay, so the title here is Spectrum Situation and Its Future. Now, the reason I may have started off this little recording here with my head in my hands for a good reason, and that is because I read the first line. And the first line tells us that on this evening we are announcing that what we believe to be the real launch of the Spectrum organization. Since reading that, I have contemplated swallowing a revolver. I have thought about eating the blue pill. I have, cyanide, useful. I'm peeling my eyes reading this, and I did before, and I will again. So, following the recent events that have torn our workforce apart, the recent events being, the kid not paying the people he owes, we have become aware of the discrepancies produced by our lack of organisation. Yeah, that's because you're ran by a 14-year-old. I'll continue. First and foremost, we want to assure our community by confirming that all of our old players, designers and editors will be paid. Date here as it reads, the 12th of the 1st of January. What we saying, Sishay? What we saying? In the last month, Spectrum has been downgraded to the point where it has lost prestige that made it a rising organisation. So some people think we're going to pull out. This is not the case. We trust you. Be human and understanding. Don't stoop so low as to insult our staff members. Oh, actually, I'll do that myself. Hang on, can I full face this? I can. Your staff members are fucking idiots for signing to a team with a 14-year-old. Fucking idiots. And the people that are still in there are even worse. Get out. Leave. We respect all our players, designers. Hang on. Oh, shit. That's a shit cough. One more? Oh, yeah. Don't lie to us. Whatever you think, respect us as much as we respect you. We intend to put the Spectrum Company external activities on hold for a month or two to lay a more professional, solid and lasting foundation. At the end of this period, at the beginning of 2021, we will begin a new area. I suppose they meant era, but of course, they're fucking idiots. Thank you very much and for your understanding. Sincerely, the entire Spectrum staff. Save the Spectrum. Oh, like, hashtag see the shite fest. Put it in the comments of this video. Fucking hell. As I thought, Sishay is full of shit. And he has been for the last while. People still listen and still think they're going to get paid. It is quite simply not the case. See, the problem I find is he's maintained to multiple people that card blocked, PayPal locked, all of these things, when the first thing I said in my first video was to create a business account, because a business account won't be locked and you won't have anything to hold by it. However, the thing is, they're not a business. It's a kid with a bit of money. He probably stole his mother's money, for all we know. We don't know for sure. Until I see a video statement by Sishay himself and by his parents corroborating the same story, I'm not going to believe a word this little fucking French kid says. He's full of shit and he scammed so many people. I'm saying scammed because he's owed them since mid to late November. It's mid-January right now, and I don't think he's diminished any of the debts in the meantime. He still needs to pay these people, but people need to understand that this is Spectrum as a team. I don't go out of my way to attack an org, but this time I'm going to say, avoid them. They are scammers. They will ruin your rep. They will. You cannot return from Spectrum ESC. You cannot return at all. I do think that some of the players are under the impression that they're still going to get paid, purely because Sishay hasn't done a runner. I think the problem is that Sishay is 13, 14 years old and he loves his attention. I think he loves every single second of it. Too many owners of organisations have been getting away with not fulfilling their contractual obligations. Well, I wouldn't even mind if they had terminated contracts the way they should have been, but they let them run on, they let them represent the team for as long as they did, and that's purely out of immaturity, stupidity, and more stupidity. That's the only way I can describe it. It's all stupidity, and it needs to be sorted as soon as possible. What I ask is for people to start putting the pressure on him. Put the pressure on Sishay. I want to see a statement. I want to see a video statement specifically. I want to see him and his parents both corroborate the same story. Another written statement means absolutely fucking nothing. I don't know if you read the first 4 twitlongers he made about my first video, about how fucking lax he was, about how stupid he was in not being able to pay them with a business account. But he doesn't seem to understand that he has to be held accountable. Sishay, if you are watching this, and I'm hoping to God that someone can translate for him, because he's obviously a bit fucking obviously a little bit fucking lightheaded. You have to pay the players, and I want you to address it with your parents via video. This is very, very simple, a very easy demand. What you're doing right now is playing with the fucking livelihoods of these young professional players for your own win, for your own little gain. Get a grip. You're fucking new. That is not. Yeah. Kill me off, man. Kill me off. So, what I'm going to do now is, just so this isn't just a video talking about the exact same stuff, is I'm going to show the players and the designers and co the exact route they should take and exactly what they should do. And essentially that means going to court in France. Or at the very least having someone go to court in France in your behalf. Because it's very, very nice and easy to prove that you have been robbed from. And yes, unfortunately, that does mean going to court, but as you may already understand, that's the only way you're going to get anywhere near that money. But for some reason, I don't think they have that money. Inevitably, what you will have to go to court for is for damages. You have suffered as a loss. They have breached the contract. They have not paid you on time or when they should have. I don't know. I feel terrible for everyone involved with Spectrum, purely because they still believe and feed into this massive lie that is Sishay. He's a liar, he's a scammer. Maximilian, we know who you are. We know exactly where you live. We know exactly what to do to get the money you owe. Work towards it. What you're doing right now is giving players a false hope. Something that's not going to work. It's sad. I expected better. Actually, never fucking mind. Just want to double check that it's still the same thing. I got a DM that just told me, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, okay. Never mind. So, just before I end this video, gonna make it nice and clear. Make a video statement, properly address it, or shut down Spectrum, or actually create a business account to be able to pay your players, because even if you restart, it seems as though you're going to have the same financing issues. However, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he has some job to prove me wrong. So for that reason, I believe that he is a scammer, and that Spectrum as a team have been destroyed by his credibility, and by me. If Sishay does end up paying the players, then I will make an apology video on my own behalf. You really thought I was going to fucking do that? No shot. It's been 2 months. Pay your players, you fucking idiots. I absolutely love making videos like these, but the issue is that there's never too many videos like these I can make on different teams or different players. What I'm starting to do now, I have built my whole brand around taking down orgs. I'm going to target scammers. So I will target players, etc. as well, designers, anyone along that lines, anyone who's stolen from people where they shouldn't have, and somewhere I can find a real niche in. But what I don't want to see is, oh, maybe a kid that scams in wagers. I couldn't care less about that. I couldn't care less if scams in wagers. If you go into a wager which is already against Epic's TOS for one, I don't care. I couldn't care less. Just leave it. But yeah, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video you just watched. I am well, I think I'm getting close enough to 400 subs right now. Hopefully now by the end of 2021 I can hit 1k, because I'm trying to shift up the way of my content. My previous video I made was more gaming style. If people like watching Fitz or Swagger Soul style videos, it'll be right up your alley. Very funny. I might leave a link to it in the description. But yeah, be sure to follow me on all my socials down below in the description, and yeah. Comment below on a different team. Maybe I should make a Chronicles of Scam video on. Maybe comment below a player that I should look into. Maybe comment an entity that just doesn't sit right with you. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if it's video worthy.